Hello, and welcome to week 3 of my 4 weeks of 20 tips to help you successfully achieve your goals. Before we get to today's tip, I want to be sure that you know about my free 5-day Eliminate Overwhelm and Simplify Your Life challenge. If you're overwhelmed in life and ready to get more control over things, then click the link in my profile and click sign up. You can also check out last week's video tips, numbers 6 through 10, for more help with this. So today's tip, number 11, is about knowing your values and living with integrity. So knowing what makes you tick and staying in alignment with what's most important to you is a major part of being truly happy in your life. And living in alignment with these values means that you have integrity. So contradicting values and actions lead to lowered integrity, which leaves you feeling kind of out of sync with yourself and without very much clarity in your life. So taking the time to get to know yourself by figuring out what your values are and kind of getting to know yourself in that way will help you to make your life into what you want it to be and not what you think it should be or what somebody else thinks that it should be. So core values are the fundamental principles that dictate what a person's behavior is. And these values are super unique and special to each individual, and they can take some time to kind of pin down if you haven't put much or any thought into what your values are. So let's work on figuring out what your values are, and remember that a value is a must for you to feel like yourself. They're not wants or should-haves or wishes. So to figure out what your values are, if you haven't already done this, go ahead and do an internet search of, you could type in something like full list of values. And if you are someone who gets overwhelmed by lots and lots of choices, then just pick one list, okay? Don't overwhelm yourself by making it be like a whole huge search, all right? So once you find the list that you're happy with, go ahead and write the words down that resonate with you. So don't pick things that you think you should value, or sometimes you might find a value where you're like, oh, I really wish this wasn't a value of mine, but it actually is. Be as true to yourself in choosing these words as you possibly can, because otherwise there's no point in doing this exercise. So once you have some words written down, narrow it down to about 10. If there are fewer than 10, then that's okay too. And then put it in order of what's most important to you. You don't necessarily have to put it in order, but I found that helpful for the next step, which is, and you don't have to do this, you could also write a mission statement, which includes all of your values. And this is something that you can connect back to when you're making decisions or just feeling confused about who you are or kind of lost about the direction you want to go next in your life. So then, once you have this list of values, ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my values? And if not, what can you do to bring integrity back into your life to live aligned with these values? How can you adjust yourself or adjust your life to align with what's really most important to you? So you can even turn these values into a mission statement, which I had mentioned. This can help you put the values into kind of a usable format to help you make decisions. My mission statement is super inspiring when I read it, and it brings me back to who I am and what I want. And when I have a big decision to make, I make my choice kind of based on if it's aligned with this mission statement and my values or not. So this really takes a lot of the stress out of making big decisions and keeps me staying true to myself and to what's important to me. So to give you an idea of what all of this looks like, here are my 10 values, and I did not put these ones in order. So number 1, to live a peaceful life. Number 2, to empower others. And number 3, to be always learning. Number 4, to sense and trust my own senses, like my intuition. Number 5, to inspire others. Number 6, to be adept or masterful at my chosen field, which is coaching for me. 7, to have fun or be adventurous. Those kind of go hand in hand for me. Number 8 is to have a sensual life, so to appreciate all of the smells and the feels and the tastes and everything that I have in my environment. Really enjoy it. And number 9, to be connected to others. And number 10, to show compassion. And here's my current mission statement. I broke it up into 5 different parts. It just is what made sense to me in my head. You might have a different way of doing it, and that's just fine. So first one is to inspire and empower others through my work in personal development and as a life coach. Next one, to be continually learning, moving forward, and striving for mastery in both my personal and my professional life. Next one, to follow my intuition and have fun in every area of my life and in everything that I do. So if it's not fun, then I change it. And if it doesn't feel right, then I just don't do it. I've learned to follow my gut that way. And next one, to always feel and show compassion to everyone, anyone and everyone, even if I don't agree with what they say or what they do. I still want to feel compassion for everybody. And last, to allow myself to be vulnerable and to be seen, like in these videos, and to be available to foster connections with other people. So if you want to go further with this exercise, I have an ebook that will be coming out in a few weeks with more info on this topic, along with a few other really fun topics. I think they're fun. Hopefully you will too. And so stay tuned for more information about this, or if you'd like, you can subscribe to my email list to receive the ebook when it's ready. If you want to do this, go ahead and go to the link in my profile, in my page, and click subscribe to email list. If you're already on my email list for the free 5-day challenge, then you will get this information automatically when it's ready. So when it's ready, I'll send out an email to my list and you will get it then. So good luck with this, you guys. Remember to comment or DM me if you have questions, and I hope to hear from you guys. And otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.